Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here in our downtown Lansing studios. But we're going to run down to Ann Arbor right now. We're going to spend a little time with Bill Mayer. He's the Vice President of Entrepreneurial Services at Ann Arbor SPARK, and we all know about Ann Arbor SPARK. Bill, it's great to have you with us today. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Well, you guys have just engaged with MEDC to start a STEM-related project, and it's one you actually down at Spark have been doing for a number of years on a localized basis. Tell us a little bit about your original program.
Sure. So, I've been with Spark for a little over 10 years. And in the first couple of years I was with Spark, it was really nice because, that you go through the mapping exercise, understanding what's present in the ecosystem, what's missing, all of that. And, when you talk to your companies to try and find out what they need, one of the things that continually came up, and I mean, it's still true to this day, is access to talent. So being able to find the employees that we need with the skills that we need. And so one of the things that I proposed and then Spark implemented rather early on in my tenure with Spark was, can we capture more University of Michigan, Eastern Michigan University, WCC students and get them working with our tech companies, either for the summer and they realize, well, tech is interesting, it sounds good, but it's actually really hard and it's not something I want to do, or this is amazing, this is what I want to do for my career. So the University of Michigan was doing a couple things and we decided to really scale that up. And we've been offering financial matches to the eligible startup companies for the Ann Arbor funding for the last 10 years or so. And it's been incredibly popular, both with the students at our universities as well as the companies. This idea that they could, it could be more affordable for them. And some of the other things that we offer has really institutionalized that program in Ann Arbor. And so what's great about the MEDC is, they pay attention and they see what's going on in Ann Arbor. And so they entrusted us to scale up what we're doing in Ann Arbor and bring it to the rest of the state.
This internship piece of it is so crucial for employers because there's so many things that happen in internship that can't be covered in interview.
Right.
You get to see if they meld with your culture, you get to know them, they get to know you, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a tremendous opportunity for both sides of that equation.
Yeah, and just a comment on that, one of the reasons we have such a big talent crunch in the tech industry is, a lot of companies think, well, let's write the perfect job description for what I need and I'll find that person, right? And I want them to be cheap and good. So instead of that, what we're looking at is there's, the typical computer science students out there, but then you have a lot of other students that are interested in coding and, building mobile apps and things like that, that might have, a different major, like, art, music, and design is an example of, there's a lot of people that code in that. You have people that are English majors or history majors that they just kind of find it fun, the idea of working in a tech company. And those people are incredibly relevant to tech companies. So part of it is just sort of going deeper into the student pool and realizing, okay, it's fine. We can't find the perfect person we want on the open job market. What if we could find somebody with, the drive and the interest? Could we take them the rest of the way? And that's what really sort of manifests in an internship is, you get to see what someone's capable of in a pretty liability limited environment.
You hit it so much on the head there. People think they can hire to a slot. And you almost never can. And nobody comes in day one and starts producing revenue with their work anyway.
Right.
So you better be ready to onboard and train a little bit. Why not do it through an intern program, which is great. Now, let's talk a little bit, because when you move from the size you are to scaling up to statewide, tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to be very intentional in how we do this because, Ann Arbor, we have a really nice, robust ecosystem, but we realize there's a lot of diversity across the state, both in type of company and stage of company and experience with interns and all of that. So what we're really doing is we're looking at the individual job descriptions that companies submit to us. So let's say, you're a manufacturing firm that, makes, I don't know, widgets. So, is your company necessarily a driving industry scalable tech company? Probably not. However, if you would be bringing a student intern in to, write some computer code for you, work on your website, do engineering work with regards to your tooling and equipment. If that's the type of job description you're submitting, that works with our program. It hits that science, technology, engineering, mathematics, STEM categorization. And so you don't have to be a tech company to participate in this program. You just have to be providing a STEM tech-based opportunity to your intern.
Well, and oh, by the way, even if you're not a tech company, you need a tech person. So there's so many.
That is true. That is true. And then the other thing that we're doing with this program that I personally think is very important is, as an economic development group, which Spark is, we're always looking for ways to bring value to our clients, right? We're here to serve our clients. And so we want to make that value proposition available to other EDOs, economic development organizations, smart zones, or other partners around the state. So what we're doing is we're positioning our partner entity out front. Okay, you've got your portfolio of how many hundreds of clients. You talk to them about this program and represent it as yours. It's a state resource. We're just kind of doing the back end on it. And we've got a lot of tools to help with this. And so if they say, Mr. and Mrs. Company CEO, we've got this great program, are you interested? They say, sure, why not? Sounds interesting. And then they would, the referring entity would actually give the submission link to the company, and they would come in under, sort of that EDO getting the credit for referring that company. And so, we really want to make it such that we don't disrupt the client customer relationship between these people. And then when it comes to the back end, we know what we're doing. We've been doing it for a while. We hire the intern as a temporary W-2. We take care of all the taxes. We make sure all the labor laws are met, all of that. So we make it a very, very easy, very seamless proposition for the companies.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to go statewide. We thank you for the great work you've done in Ann Arbor over the years at Spark. Bill Mayer, Vice President, Entrepreneurial Services at Ann Arbor SPARK. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be right back with more.